Alright, fellas, there we go. Today we're going to talk about exactly why it's so rare to be lean. Everybody wants to be lean. Everyone wants their arms showing. They want their waist small. They want their chest popping. You know, they want that look, right? However, most people just aren't there. Most people aren't lean. Most people aren't in shape. Matter of fact, the average body fat percentage for men is literally fucking 28%, which is crazy. But you know that number's real when you go out in the real world. You go to the gyms, even gyms. You go to grocery stores. You go to different places, and you just see people, you know, out of shape. The reason most people aren't lean, one of the reasons that I see the most is like, they just don't realize that this shit is really a lifestyle. Like the word lifestyle, people don't understand. Look that shit up. If you have to go to ChatGPT to look up different fucking definitions, look up the word lifestyle. It does not mean some shit that you do for 2 days, for 3 days, for 3 weeks, like a keto diet or a carnivore diet. It is something that you're doing for life. You have to really embrace this, all right? You want the journey, the habits to fit around your current life. You don't want to temporarily change everything in your life and then go back to your old habits. That's what most people do. They stop doing everything. They freaking do 2 hours in the gym, you know, every day. And then once they get off work late one day, they're like, man, I can't do 2 hours in the gym. It's too long. So then they break the streak. And then in their mind, they're like, damn, I fucked up. I broke the streak. So now I can't do anything. Now I shouldn't do anything, right? They have that extremist mentality when it comes to fitness. When in reality, if you make small changes, they're going to compound over time. All right. It's not big ass changes for a short period of time. It's going to get you to results. It's small changes compounded over time. All right. The reality is, once you start looking at everything, I almost said everything. Once you start looking at everything long term, it's going to be easier for you to pace yourself. It's going to be easier for you to realize, like, yeah, I could definitely do this, because you're going to pace yourself. You're not going to be doing too much at once. The way I look at things and the way I do things, people are always like, oh, you're not doing enough. I can do way more. Like, I'm going to do 20K steps a day, and I'm going to work out 7 days a week, and I'm going to do keto. That's what most people do. Me, I'm not tracking my steps, but when I look on my phone, it's like probably 2,500. It's not that pretty, right? My protein, I'm not eating 250 grams of protein a day. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm eating 150 minimum, right? Something I can do 365 days a year. I'm not worried about what I can do 365 days a year. What's sustainable? Because what's sustainable means you can sustain it, right? And when you can sustain something, it's easy to be consistent. And when you're consistent, you get the results that you desire. A lot of us are not consistent because what we're doing isn't sustainable, but we think it's us not having discipline. When in reality, you set yourself up for failure when you require yourself to do an hour and a half of cardio after doing an hour and a half workout session. You set yourself up for failure when you go from eating fast food 24/7 to now you have to eat keto every single day. All right, now you have to eat 2,000 calories underneath your maintenance every day. It's just not going to work. It's not realistic. That's really why most people aren't lean, because getting lean literally means, obviously, you're consistent as far as building muscle. That's number one. But also number two, you're consistent enough with nutrition to get rid of the fat and maintain the muscle. All right, and that takes a lot of consistency. That takes hard work, right? That's the reason that I see most people aren't lean. They think it's a fad. They think it's an in and out. Sometimes they're interested in it. Sometimes they're not. And they do things based on how they feel. That's not what this lifestyle is about. This lifestyle is about locking in, doing this shit all the time, being about it, man. So if you want to be lean, you got to embody it. You got to think of yourself as the leanest version of yourself. You got to do what your leanest version of yourself would do. All right.